everybody. Welcome to Mark's Remarks. I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to be doing a product review. Now, these videos are filmed, then loaded and displayed at out of sequence. So I'll tell you, it is the 26th of May, year of our Lord 2021. It's a Wednesday. It's 10 to 6 in the evening. About 5 or 10 minutes ago, I got this delivered. So, I mean, that's how late in the evening they work till, these Amazon people. It's a paper shredder. I've got this so I can shred newspaper to make bedding for the chickens, which will be working on doing that. Anyway, so let's unbox this thing. Okay. What I'll do is I'll use this cardboard in the compost as well. I've just got to remove the sellotape off of here, and then take it apart. It'll compost down easy enough. Okay. All right. Well, we've got the. Oh, there you go. We've got the top. This is the shredder part, and then we've got the bin. Okay. Now, actually, first impression, the bin is quite flimsy. I mean, wouldn't imagine you need it totally strong, but it's very, very flexible. I'd imagine if you drop this, you could probably get away with it a few times. But it's very, very flexible. There's the instructions here. I don't think we'll need those for the time being. Someone like me will probably work this out. Okay, there we go. We've got the it does credit cards as well, according to the box. There's lots of different things you can put in here. I don't know if you can see that. Warning, there's a information book, I don't know, a picture of a baby with a line through it, paper clips, hands, neckties, necklaces, I don't know, your hair, don't spray anything in there. Forward, auto, we'll see what that does, that's off, and reverse. So, right, we'll get this untangled and we'll take a look. Right, this by the way, was £25 from Amazon. It was one of the cheaper ones. The reason I got this, by the way, is because if you're looking to get a paper shredder, you've got your two types. You've got your strip ones, which is what this is. You put it through and it will make strips as long as the piece of paper is. So if you put envelopes, it'll make short strips. Newspaper will make long strips. But basically it's 5 millimeters wide. It's called a strip because it makes the long ones, as opposed to crosscut, where it'll make the long ones and then dice them into, like, several pieces to make them, a couple of inches long, for extra security. But this I want for bedding, so I want them as long as possible. Okay, let's plug this in and we'll find some newspapers. And we'll shred these up. Yeah, I've just had a quick go of the buttons. You got the auto, which I believe is when you put the paper in. That's when it'll automatically start. Forward and reverse in case you want to unjam stuff. Okay, but it's on auto. There you go. So I've got my newspapers. Oh, there you go. And you can see through the hole here. And then it stops. You got forward, off, and then reverse. Oh, and they start coming through again like that's off. Okay. So that was easy enough. Now, there you go. Now that, I would say, well, mind you, it depends on the length of the paper you're putting it through. I'd say that was 1.5 foot. This is going to be excellent for the chicken bedding. So anybody out there with a chicken or a hamster or a rabbit or well, anyway, you know, all them animals. If you want some cheap and or free bedding, this is the way to go, I think. There you go. So you just gather it up. You can put that as a bedding, and they can. You see, I used to do this years ago. I used to buy a bundle of straw, a big bundle, about I don't know, £3-4 or something. But I used to make it go twice as long by adding this stuff, shredded paper. You know, or if you can't find anywhere that does a bundle of paper, straw, use this. It's free. You get newspapers in every week. There you go. Actually, it's on auto now. I'll see if I can lift. I'll see if I can lift this up. Oh, Jesus! While it's chopping. Oh, there you go. It still works, even when you lift it off the box. Yeah. Tell you what, there's some nice strips. Let's see. I think it said about 5mm. It's about ½ centimetre, which, there you go. It's about, yeah, it's about ½ centimetre or so. What's a ½ centimetre? It's about 5mm. Yeah, maybe a bit less than ½ centimetre. But I tell you, it's quick. It's quiet. And if you put newspapers in, it makes them long strips. You can put all your envelopes in there, and of course, it'll just cut them, you know, basically as long as the piece of paper is. Like if you put this manual through there, it would just make them 8 inches long, or if you put it in sideways, it'd make it 5 inches long, you know, because it's, yeah, very good. Let's see if I can find another newspaper. Okay, raise the, see if we can, there you go. Okay, it's on auto. And the thing is, it only does 5, well, I say only, it does 5 sheets of paper at a time. So if you're doing a newspaper, then there you go, the Milton Keynes Citizen, you'd probably have to rip it in half like I did. It's very quick and very quiet. There you go, you can see all of it coming through there. Now turn that off. There you go. And at the moment, because it's brand new, it hasn't jammed up the blades yet. But oh, there you go. You can see that now. Doesn't jam them up. But I mean, eventually, I would imagine it might. Which is where the forward and reverse. Because I've had a shredder before, and after a while, I don't know, the blades get dull. It gets jammed up with newspaper. You got to go forward. You got to go back with the blades, just to unjam it. And yeah, it's about up to, there you go. This is going to make some really good soft bedding for the chickens. So I tell you what, yeah, and it's a lot better than well, a lot cheaper than buying straw. Because you know, if anybody out there's got any chickens or any other animals, the bedding is an ongoing expense. Which, who needs that? You know, get your newspapers, get your neighbours' newspapers, shred them, you get all the free bedding. So anyways, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be using this as chicken bedding. And, yeah, there you go. I'll quickly read you a few details regarding information on the box here. It says a strip cut, which is because it's long strips as opposed to 3, 4, 5 inch pieces that it extra cuts. That's really good for security, but not for bedding. Alright, so it's a strip cut shredder, shreds paper to 5mm strips. Well, that newspaper, I've got to tell you, I mean, it looked more like, well, yeah, I suppose it could be 4 or 5mm. Yeah, I would say that. Speed, who cares? It's a 10-litre bin, so it holds 10 litres of stuff. Paper feed, 22mm. I don't know what that is. Noise level, 68 to 72 decibels, which is, I don't actually know how bad that is, but I can tell you that this is very, very quiet. It doesn't make a lot of noise. 6 sheets of paper at a time, shreds paper and credit cards, which I can imagine that's going to wear out the blades quite quick. You just put in plastic credit cards through there. Might be better off cutting those in with a pair of scissors. Shreds paper and credit cards. It's got a viewing window, which we saw that. Overheating protection. So if you're putting lots of paper through, if it gets too hot, it'll just shut itself down, and it'll cool down and then start working again. I've had that with another shredder. It's a bit of a drag. You're getting into a rhythm where you're putting in lots of paper and then it just overheats and you've got to wait an hour or something, Anyway, so look, there you go. So my new paper shredder. No doubt, if you're regulars to the channel, you'll be seeing more of this paper in the chicken run. So yeah, I'll tell you what, it seems to. It's very, very nice. Yeah, I'd say they're 4 or 5 millimeters wide. But it's going to save a fortune on chicken bedding. And it's compostable as well, because you could just, once you're done with the bedding for the animals, you just take it out, throw it in the compost, and it'll rot down, feed the worms in the compost, and the worms will go to the chickens. Extra bonus. Okay, anyway, I'm waffling on. So there you have it. So anybody who's interested, there you have that, and let me know what you think. If I'm not sponsoring these or nothing. I'm just saying that I've got this 10 minutes before I started filming, and I thought I'd show you. But it works great. £25. That'll soon pay for itself. I would imagine, with bedding and shredding secret documents and stuff. And even if you don't have, see, if I didn't have the chickens, this is all good for bank statements and that'll just go in the shredder or in the compost bin. So it's all good. I'm going to put a few links over here for some other videos that I've done. Please check them out. And as always, thank you for watching.